just finished the cookies.
Still haven't done the pavlova. This looks beautiful. Thanks, Sarah.
Dressed in golden red, garlands and ribbon thread, tinsel bright. But you outshine all like a fresh cut tree. I fall.
Pretty tall. He looks angry. Maggie, is that a snowman?
Hi friends, and welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Claudia. Today is Tuesday, December 31st, and I've been trying to figure out what to make for New Year's Eve dinner. It's just going to be me, my partner, and my son. So just the three of us, as far as I know. I don't know if Kevin's going out yet. We're going to have Italian night. Super easy. Everyone loves it, and it's always a great dinner. So what I decided to do was I'm going to make a giant turkey meatball and then serve it with spaghetti. I'm also making a Caesar salad with a yogurt dressing. What else? I'm going to make like a little antipasto plate. Is that what you call it? I'm trying to use up stuff that I still have here from Christmas. So, I have one of these Greek salad. Oh, it's Greek salad. It has like olives and feta cheese. So we're going to use that. I got some ham to make some ham and cheese pinwheels because I have some puff pastry. So I'm going to do that for appetizer. I got some pizza dough and some pepperoni. Maybe to make a pizza tomorrow night for my son. Yeah, so the plan is to make the giant meatball with spaghetti, and to start, just to have a cheese platter with some prosciutto, salami, and what's that? Genoa salami and choppa di Parma. So that, and I'm going to make the ham and cheese pinwheels. I have some cheese. And then for dessert, I still have some mascarpone cheese that I need to use up. So I thought of making tiramisu, which my daughter's going to kill me because I made tiramisu for Christmas Eve and it was a complete mess. I tried to make it like a roll, but the cream was too runny, and I mean, it tasted great, but it just was a complete mess. So I'm going to just make regular tiramisu in a dish. Oh, and I'm also going to make a focaccia to go with the pasta and meatballs. One giant meatball. So that's what I'm making. I'm still trying to figure out what to make tomorrow for lunch. I don't know if I should make double the meatball and then we just have leftovers for tomorrow. That's usually what I do. Like, I usually make a big dinner and then we can just snack on the next day. But I have some potatoes that I need to use up. So I thought of maybe making like a chicken in the oven. I don't know. Maybe I'll just make 2 giant meatballs and we'll have that tomorrow for lunch. And then I'll have to make something else with the potatoes. So I'm just unpacking my groceries. Don't know if that's something that interests you. I got my favorite pasta just to show you my groceries. This was $114. This is my favorite pasta. So this is the pasta I'm going to use tonight for the meatballs. When I make pasta, I try to always use good quality pasta. We got some eggs. We got some rolled oats. I'm going to make some chocolate chip oatmeal bars for my son. Got some little clementines, a cucumber, some ladyfingers to make the tiramisu. This is my favorite brand for pepperoni. It's the Marc Angelo. The pepperoni is really good. Some cheese for the meatballs tonight and for pizza tomorrow. Avocados. I got some more raspberries. Romaine hearts. Some English muffins for breakfast. Some Greek yogurt for my son. Pizza dough. And then I got this for tonight to make like a little cheese and prosciutto platter. And then some ham for sandwiches for my son and to make the pinwheels. I got apples to make the sauce tonight. And that's it. I got olive oil because I was all out of the... I usually get this from Costco, but I'm almost out. So I was worried I was going to run out. So that was on... No, it wasn't on sale. It was $20 for a liter. Okay, I'm going to start off with the focaccia. And I usually make focaccia that like... sits overnight, but we don't have time for that. So I saw this recipe and I'm gonna try that. So 510 grams of flour. I'm just using unbleached all-purpose flour. I think this is organic from Costco, and it's 4 cups, 510 grams. I've never made this particular recipe, so fingers crossed. We have it. Now we need 2 teaspoons of fine salt. I'm using, fine salt. Oh, okay. Thought it said flaky salt. Okay. This is just sea salt, and you need 2 teaspoons of sea salt. And 1 to 2 teaspoons of instant rise yeast. I'm gonna go with 2 teaspoons. Maybe 1.5 teaspoons. 2. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons. Okay, so we're going to mix that. And now we have 2 cups of lukewarm water. You never want your water over 110 degrees, or else it can kill the yeast off. So just give that a mix. I I always manage to get flour all over the place. So now it says, just got flour all over my laptop. Now pour in the lukewarm water. You should have a loose ball of focaccia dough. Yes, we do have a loose ball. And now scrape down the sides. Drizzle the top and the sides with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Get my scraper. Scrape down the side of the bowl. I'm gonna fold it in a little bit. And now it says drizzle the top of the dough with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm just gonna rub the olive oil around the bowl and over the top. Okay, so now we're gonna let it rest for 2 hours in a warm place. So I usually like to put my dough in the microwave to rest. And I heat up 2 cups of water and then I put my dough in there because our house, it's winter in Canada, in Toronto. Today is actually not that cold outside. I could have just worn my hoodie and I would have been fine. But I like to just keep my dough in the microwave. That way too, it's like it's not taking up space on the counter because I don't have a lot of counter space in the kitchen. And you might have asked, but Claudia, you're making turkey meatballs or meatball. Where's the turkey? Well, my grocery store was all out of turkey. They actually didn't have a lot of meat in the meat department. They said they were gonna, they said they would get some this afternoon. It's already 10 o'clock. I might not. I might actually go, because I was thinking of going to Walmart because I like that Bon Maman jam and we're all out. So I think I'm gonna go there and then I'll see if they have any ground turkey there. So, waiting for that. And put this away. Okay, so now let's make the whatchamacallit, the tiramisu. You know when you hide stuff from your family so they don't eat it all and then you can't find it? That was me just now. I couldn't not find the pistachios. Okay, I just shelled all the pistachios. I need to chop them, so I have to get my mini food processor. But in the meantime, oh, I don't need that. I need another bowl. I'm gonna separate my yolks and my egg whites. So, egg whites in here, yolks in there. And we're gonna whip the egg yolks into, the egg whites into stuffed peaks. And in the egg yolks, Oh no. Oh, I had the thing wrong. Okay. So I'm gonna whip these up. And for that, I'm just using my stand mixer. And in here, I have the 2 egg yolks. I'm gonna put in, we're using honey today to sweeten our tiramisu. This is just Portuguese lavender honey, so we're gonna use that. Almost at the end of it, but I'm pretty sure we can get 2 tablespoons. And I'm gonna mix this until it's like almost creamy color. So I've been beating this or mixing it for like 2 minutes, and it's like a pale color. And now we're gonna add in the mascarpone. And it should give me exactly how much I need, because I need 250 grams. It's a little bit less, but we'll work with it, right? We'll work with it. So I only have 140 grams, and I need 250. Well, that's okay. And now we're gonna do 100 grams of yogurt. This is the Skyr Yogurt. Let me zero it out. And a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, coffee. Need some strong coffee, so I'm going to use my French press. And this is coffee for me. Haven't had coffee yet. Timer 4 minutes.
4 minutes, starting now.
So I think I'm gonna maybe put in, I have some cream cheese. Maybe I'll do 100 grams of the cream cheese to make up for the mascarpone. So please don't come for me. I know I'm just trying to use up what I have at home here. So I just asked Alexa, and she said that cream cheese is a good replacement for mascarpone. And that helps me greatly, because that way I'm just using up all the cream cheese and no food waste here. Okay, so let's get this mixed up. So after I mix the cream, and then I mixed in the egg white, so I have that. This is the tray I'm going to use. Not ideal, but it'll work. I have my hot coffee, my ladyfingers, well, my strong coffee that's been cooling, and the pistachios, and some cocoa.
The dessert portion of our dinner is done, so into the fridge it goes, and it's 11:15, and I'm gonna go have breakfast because I haven't had that yet. So I'm gonna cover it and into the fridge, and it should chill for like 6 hours, which is perfect for dinner time. It's been almost 2 hours. Ooh, my dough looks beautiful. The dough is super wiggly and airy. You can see it is great. So I've buttered a dish. So the dish is buttered. I'm gonna add a bit of olive oil as well. I always have problems when I do the focaccia in the glass bowl. It always ends up sticking. So double insurance. The olive oil and the butter. Okay. So now I'm gonna do a couple of stretch and folds just to give my dough a bit of structure, because as you remember, so that's one. And stretch and fold, all it is like you're pulling the dough and you're folding it over. So you just pull it, fold it over, and you'll notice that as soon as you do it a couple of times, the dough really starts to develop gluten. So I want to do about 6 rotations of stretch and folds. See the dough, how it's like really come together since like I showed you before when I took it out. And this is a stretch and fold. We stretch and we fold over. You rotate and you stretch and you fold over. And that just helps to develop the gluten. A slap and fold is you slap it and you fold it over. Okay, so now we're gonna put it in our stretch it out a bit. You don't have to worry, it'll go into place. We're gonna let it rest for another 2 hours. Technically, after 2 hours, you could bake. I think I'm gonna let it go. Hold on. Technically, you can let it rest for 1.5 to 2 hours and then move on to baking it. I'm gonna let it go for between 2 to 4 hours. It is 12:20, which is gonna be perfect because then it works out to around dinner time. So I'm gonna cover it. No, I'm gonna just put it like this in the microwave and keep it warm there. Okay, we just got back from walking Maggie and it is 4:40. So I'm gonna make some ham and cheese pinwheels with the leftover puff pastry. Just something very simple. Okay, now do some Swiss cheese. Now into the oven, I'm gonna say maybe 15-20 minutes, which gives me enough time to prep the focaccia. Focaccia is jiggly. Looks delicious. Okay, now, I'm gonna need some just salt and a bit of olive oil, and I think I'm gonna give it a bit of olive oil. Like 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Oh. So now I'm just going to give it a little bit of salt, and then I'm going to let it sit here on the counter while the pinwheels are in the oven. So we have some leftover cheese from last time. We have this red wine old cheddar. And I got this Greek salad. I'm gonna put that in a little dish. I need my daughter here because she did the charcuterie board last time. She did such a good job. We're gonna do a rose. I don't know if I have enough salami, but let's see. So now I'm just making a quick marinara to go with the turkey meatball. So just onion, saute onion, garlic, some passata, and some dried basil. Might put in some red pepper flakes just for a bit of heat. The little ham and cheese pinwheels are out of the oven. They look cute. Here's my charcuterie. I need Sarah to be here. But that's the best I could do with getting rid of all the leftover stuff that we had still from Christmas Eve. And these look delicious. So the focaccia, I'm just heating the oven to 425, and then I'm going to put in the focaccia. I'm simmering the sauce, and I'm going to get started on the meatballs. Okay, so now for the turkey meatball. I have a pound of ground turkey, and I added in some garlic. I'm going to add in an egg. And breadcrumbs. You could also use almond flour, and I have no more Italian seasoning, so we're just adding in whatever is here. I'm gonna add in a bit of oregano because I'm all out of Italian seasoning, maybe half a teaspoon or so. And just some crushed pepper. And what else are we gonna put in? We're gonna do 2 teaspoons of tomato paste. And this is actually the half teaspoon, that's why I just did 3, but tomato paste and 3 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. And what else? We're gonna add in, did I add in the salt? No, haven't done the salt yet. So we're gonna do half a teaspoon of salt and about a tablespoon of fresh parsley that I'm just gonna chop up. The boys came down to eat some of the appetizers, and if you hear something, that's Maggie. She's picking up all the everything that fell on the floor. She's licking up the floor. Okay, so parsley, and that is it. This is the baking sheet. I just did the little pinwheels, and I'm just gonna reuse the parchment paper. Just turn it the other way and reuse it for the giant meatball. And now for the giant meatball, we're just gonna mix everything up. Give it a good mix. Okay, so now that it's good mixed, it's all mixed up, we're gonna form it into an oval loaf. Okay. Can we just talk about, like, what? I remember buying 1 pound of ground beef or 1 pound of whichever, and it always seemed like that's a lot. 1 pound is a lot. Now you buy 1 pound and it's like, that's not a lot. 1 pound. Now I'm thinking I should have bought 2 pounds. But it'll be fine because we have salad, we have bread. So now it goes at 350 in the oven for 50 to 55 minutes. It needs to have an internal temperature of 160. So I just made it into, I'm gonna show you. Hold on, I need to wash my hands. So here is our giant meatball. Not so giant, see? I mean, this is a pound of ground turkey. It doesn't look like anything. Okay, so I still have the focaccia in the oven. Oh God, it's already 5:45. Well, I guess we won't be eating until 7. The focaccia is in the oven. I have to wait until it's done. And then I'm gonna put in the turkey for 50 to 55 minutes until it reaches an internal temperature of 160. Then we're gonna take it out, top it with the marinara and the cheese and put it back in. So in the meantime, I'm gonna make the Caesar salad and I think I'm gonna start cooking the pasta too. Okay, the focaccia is out of the oven and I cannot tell you how many times I've made it in this glass dish and it always sticks. So butter and then the olive oil definitely did the trick. So now we're gonna cut in and see. Okay, and just cut into the focaccia. Here we have it. I mean, for not an overnight ferment, it's pretty good. So now we're gonna make the Caesar salad dressing, and for that I'm just gonna use Greek yogurt. This is just 0% fat Greek yogurt. Does that make sense? 0% fat, yes. Okay, so we're gonna need 1/2 cup of that. And I'm just gonna use my immersion blender to whip it all up. This is just plain Greek yogurt. We're also gonna need 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Two tablespoons of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, which works out to 1/2 lemon. And now you can use garlic powder or you can use garlic. What are we gonna do? We're gonna use garlic powder, just quicker. So 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, or 2 minced cloves of garlic. Okay, now we're gonna do anchovies. We're gonna do these anchovies. Does anyone know if anchovies go bad? Do anchovies go bad?
Anchovies usually can last in the fridge for 1 to 2 days, and in the freezer for 2 to 3 months.
Oh, okay. So no anchovies because I guess they've gone bad. Well, all right. It's not a problem. All right, so that's okay. It just won't taste like anchovies. We're gonna do 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard and 2 teaspoons of the Worcestershire sauce, and we're gonna do half teaspoon of salt and half teaspoon of black pepper. And I'm gonna zip this up, use my immersion blender to puree this. So it's good. It just doesn't have that anchovy taste, but it's fine. The giant meatball is out of the oven, and the pasta, the sauce just exploded all over me. So I'm gonna put some sauce over the meatball. And now put some cheese on it. And I'm gonna put it back in the oven just to melt the cheese. So you can just do it under the broiler for a bit. All you wanna do is just melt the cheese. Here is our giant meatball, the cheese melted. And then we have more marinara sauce and the spaghetti. And here we have our salad, Caesar salad, and some more Parmesan cheese to put on top.